Hey, I'm Casey, and I am bringing you today's Daily Dose of Hope. I was reading Mark and was struck by the number of times he uses the word immediately in his gospel. In the ESV version of the Bible, it's used 9 times in the first chapter alone. So this got my curiosity going. What's the significance of this word? Why does Mark use it so much? Turns out the Greek word is euthus, and it's used 41 times in Mark, just 16 short chapters. This is especially significant considering that in the entire rest of the Bible, it's used 42 times. So this probably has some significance, and it tells us something about Jesus. It tells us something about his mission here on earth. Euthus means immediately or straight away, but it also has a meaning of being straight and level, of moving from point A to point B with no delay or detour. It means to be upright, true, sincere. So when it's used in relation to Jesus' ministry here on earth, it can tell us something about him. One of the things it tells us is that Jesus was on mission. He knew the will of the Father, and he acted upon it. He didn't make excuses, he didn't procrastinate. He knew what God wanted him to do, and he did it without delay. Now, as an aside, this doesn't mean that Jesus was always doing, always going. In Mark chapter 6, we see right after Jesus fed the 5,000, it says, immediately he made his disciples get into the boat and go before him to the other side, to Bethsaida, while he dismissed the crowd. And after he had taken leave of them, he went up on the mountain to pray. Jesus knew the will of the Father because he stayed connected to the Father. But he was a man on a mission. Now, Jesus was also humble. We see from this word euthus, this idea of a horizontal line, something being acted upon. Jesus was sensitive and open to the leading of the Holy Spirit. He allowed himself to be acted upon by the Holy Spirit and to follow his guidance. And if we look at these together, we see that Jesus was a servant. He served the Father through the direction of the Holy Spirit. He didn't act on his own, but like a good servant, once he knew the Father's will, he acted immediately upon that. So today, as we become fully devoted followers of Jesus Christ, my prayer for us is that we would serve God, that we would seek the Father's will, that we would be sensitive to the leading of the Holy Spirit, and that we would act immediately when we know what the Father has for us to do. Go and be the church.